So it's recording.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the second question of our evaluation, and we are going to answer, how effective is the combination of your main products and ancillary texts?
We're going to start by defining synergy. Ta-da.
Synergy is the strategy of synchronising and actively forging connections between directly related areas of entertainment. So, e.g., how did our trailer, poster and magazine cover
all correlate? Correlate?
All connect.
All connect.
All connect together like the three of them.
Using big words. Anyway, so we felt that all three elements were quite well matched in terms of colour and mood and tone.
Because obviously the mood of our trailer, it was quite a dark story. Yeah, it was bleak. It was like quite solemn and depressing.
Yeah.
And then obviously poster, we used dark colours again. And
also the fact that
magazine as well, it was dark
our
colours.
trailer isn't too revealing in terms of the storyline. So, and we also felt that our magazine cover, Little White Lies, is quite it's quite vague in terms of not telling.
Yeah, like all three have an element of mystery.
Yeah, you're like, oh, what's that film? I want to see it. Like,
they're all quite intriguing.
I want to find what it's about.
They're all quite intriguing because obviously the poster and the magazine cover, the face was distorted.
Yeah.
Because the magazine cover for Little White Lies was a drawing, but it was on top of it.
Yeah, it was like two faces of what one of his faces was what he appears to everybody, like silent, mute, like I don't say anything, and then the other face was sort of like I want to say something, like his mouth was open, like I want to tell people about my traumatic experience.
I want to, but I can't. Like physically, the words will not come out.
Yeah, and we sort of felt that like crossed over into our poster as well, because it's sort of like the two. We did the movement tracing photography, and it sort of captured like him looking up, saying like.
So his face was here, but then also like there as well. So. Yeah. And again, it was dark because when we filmed it, when we took the pictures,
it was dusk.
Yeah.
So.
And it was and because obviously quite a lot of our trailer, there was bits in like the park and in the woods. We decided to do the photograph in like a wooded area again.
Yeah, I thought it made sense.
Which again like connected all three together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did it. Yeah. But I think because obviously, and also like you were saying, you know, it's like got an element of mystery. You don't really like if you watch the trailer, you couldn't like instantly tell someone what the plot of the story is.
You like, oh, let me Wikipedia that. Oh, no, even better, I'm gonna go see it in the cinema. That's the whole aim of the marketing of a film.
Exactly.
We got it on point, guys.
Got it on point. And obviously, because in the trailer, obviously, it's mostly about him walking around. You don't know why, like you don't know what's happening.
Yeah, he's just searching for like, how do I tell people?
Yeah, like searching for a voice.
Yeah, that's a good poetic.
Beautiful. And then obviously when we were, because obviously he was the only character in the trailer, but then also there was the killer in the dark coat. But we decided not only to show his face on the poster in the magazine cover because
if he was alone,
he is the focal point, and also because he is alone, it emphasises his isolation and loneliness because that's all you see is him.
Yeah.
So it just emphasises how alone he actually is.
How can we improve the correlation between all three ancillary texts?
Well, the text on in our trailer, like at the end when it comes up and it says mute.
Yeah.
I suppose we could have used that on the poster, like to write it, because obviously we just wrote in a normal white font.
Yeah. And we could have used the same pixelated font throughout all texts.
But obviously we couldn't have used. It wouldn't have made sense to use that on the Little White Lies because obviously they've got a structure to it already.
Yeah, so like the illustration style.
If we'd used our own font, it wouldn't have been Little White Lies.
Yeah, it would have taken away from the magazine. The magazine.
Because obviously the magazine, it's not just there to promote the film; it's to promote itself as a magazine.
Yeah, but if we were to improve this correlation between the magazine and the poster and trailer, we'd probably pick maybe a different magazine so we could put across the style of the film more as opposed to the style of the magazine. But I still feel like that style comes out in the Little White Lies.
It does. Yeah. Because obviously Little White Lies, it's like quite art house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because when we were looking at all different ones before, there's literally not just a normal photo of anything.
Yeah, they're all either like illustrations, cartoons,
and all in like bright block colours.
Yeah, but that's how we're different. Because that's how we tried to relate it back to our film because we didn't want to use bright colours as in our evaluation of our
audience feedback.
Audience feedback. They said that the grayscale one suited our film as opposed to the brightly coloured one, typical of the Little White Lies style.
Because obviously then we've got all three elements together again, being connected through the dark colours and the bleak and like sort of depressing nature of it.
Another thing we possibly could have improved on was maybe using a still from the actual trailer. So people like, say if it was on the poster, people go, "Oh my god, I saw that trailer, and that's the poster for it. I saw that shot."
Like when you see films like Harry Potter and things, like you see it, and then the poster,
like
the poster will be them like with a wand.
Yeah.
But then obviously in ours we chose to. Well, I suppose people, if we had actually made a film, that could have been a shot from the film.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you only see the trailer and then the poster, you might not. You'd think, oh. Obviously, it's the same person, but you'd think, oh, I didn't see that in the trailer.
Yeah, well, it's like that with Submarine. We were looking at the Submarine poster as well. You don't see that shot in the trailer. It's quite editorial, quite like art housey sort of vibe. So that's the main reasoning why we went with doing another shot. And also, we thought that the use of photography in our poster was much more better than taking a still from our film, which was, yeah.
In our trailer, obviously, it doesn't come up with, in lots of trailers, it comes up with like taglines and plots, so it'll come up and be like, oh, but then they fell in love, blah blah blah, all that. But it doesn't. We don't do that in our trailer.
No, because ours is pretty much you watch it for the mystery. Like we felt like we were giving
too much away.
Like,
visual codes. Or
yeah,
in there,
that's why we use minimal text in both. Like obviously the Little White Lies cover,
but especially the poster. There's very minimal text. It literally says mute, and then it's got
even the credit tags that are meant to be at like loads at the bottom. Like in the research we did, like thank you for smoking and identity. They had loads of tags.
It was like loads and loads at the bottom. But we thought it emphasises again, and kind of like sneakily brings it back in that he can't speak. So there's not a lot of text because obviously his world is so silent, and there's not like, and he's so like compact and like, what's that word? Introvert.
Yes, there we go. Good word.
And we just thought if there's so the text being there or coming up in the trailer would sort of defeat the purpose of the fact of how silent his world is. But yeah, I think that's about that.
Also, the fact that he's wearing headphones in all of them. Throughout the trailer, he's wearing headphones. In the poster, he's wearing headphones. It is sort of clear, but cut them out. And
because it did become like a vital prop, like you never see him without the headphones.
It was the irony of him wearing headphones, the fact that he could listen but not channel
exactly
what he could say. So that's why it was so significant to have that vital prop.
It's like he listens to the music to have noise in his life because he won't hear it because obviously he wouldn't have a conversation with anyone or like communicate with anyone.
Yeah.
So
we could have used our minimal poster that we did as well because that's got headphones in, which is the main element. People want, oh my god, headphones. That is that mute film. Need to go see it.
But we decided not to use the minimalistic one because although it was effective, we think it could only be one of those posters that would come out after the film and it's like become a well-known film.
And also didn't really, to be honest, go with our ancillary text because it was quite bright because it had the bright yellow on it and it didn't really fit in.
And we thought it wouldn't have brought them together, like it wouldn't have made a connection between them with the magazine cover and the trailer. So
that was the strongest connection.
So that was like another use of synergy. We realised that people wouldn't recognise what it was.
Yeah, they'd be like, "What's that?"
Yeah,
like, not in the way that our film is now, because our poster is quite like, "Oh, that's quite intriguing," because it's quite cool photography.
But it's one of those you probably wouldn't connect it unless through the use of the title, because obviously there's no picture, and obviously because like they all combined because. Our character Noah, his face was on all. His face was in all of them,
and that one didn't have his face on, so it wouldn't have matched up. But
yeah, I think that is how effective our combination of main products and ancillary texts are.
Yeah, thanks.